Did you know that a young boy drowned the year before those two others were killed? The counselors weren't paying any attention. They were making love while that young boy drowned. His name was Jason. Jason was my son, and today is his birthday.
They go big. That's my bad. That's my bad. Ah shit. It's all fair use. Ultimate movie recaps. It's all fair use. I'm not getting no funds off of this. I am just doing, promotional use. I don't even remember this one there. Like, what Jason was this? Whoa. What Jason was that right there? What? I never seen that one right there before. That one right there look crazy. Come on, let's have a ball. Welcome to the round table. It's your boy, Illa Artist Sandman, signing back in real quick. Like I said from before, this is all fair use. We just over here celebrating Jason Voorhees' birthday on Friday the 13th. Make sure you hit that thumbs up, man. Hey. Damn, son. Hit that thumbs up, y'all. That crazy right there. All fair use. You already know all fair use, man. I'm just playing all Jason Voorhees deaths. No, excuse me. His fatalities amongst other humans. I ain't gonna lie. I forgot how this dude Jason Voorhees looked without the mask. They had this dude looking like his face was made out of a booger. Yeah, that was one thing about this movie, Freddy vs. Jason. That shit had mad gore in it.
Jason! Take money! Now!
Sheesh. Yeah, buddy. What's going on, everybody out there? Mr. Sandman sounded back in real quick there. I just want to do a little quick. Hold on. Stop that real quick. Excuse me. I just wanted to talk about this dude Roman Reigns real quick. Also, I wanted to shed some light on Friday the 13th. My dude Jason Voorhees' birthday. One of the greatest horror films of all time. And I also wanted to build on the whole Roman Reigns rumors out there. Can we even call it a rumor? Nah. Because even he said so himself that he's about to fall back for 10 weeks. 10 weeks. And this is the thing everybody was talking about when it comes to WWE building new stars. Because him leaving just like that, and which he can, he put the company on his back for 2 years, 2 straight years. So, he deserves the chance to leave, spend time with his family. And you also got to remember, this dude is still in remission. He still has that bug in his body, and he was overworked. Yes, Roman Reigns was overworked, but he still held it down. Grabbed up both of the heavyweight titles, and he deserves that break. But now, who's gonna step up while he's gone? Who's gonna be the man? Everybody's gonna sit there and say, "Oh, Cody Rhodes, he's gonna be the new guy." What is like that's easy. They need more faces. They need more heels also. Like, if anything, they need three heels and three faces to really get this summer's popping. You What's good, so? You see the fatalities? I was waiting all the fatalities at the beginning of the show.
Yeah, I wanted to use a voice, but I realized, wait, this dude doesn't talk, so I can't really do anything.
Yeah, man. Friday the 13th, Jason Voorhees' birthday. Is it his, matter of fact, is it his birthday or was it the day that he died?
I don't know. I don't know his lore like that. I would assume probably his birthday. I imagine. I
Yeah,
liked
man.
I liked Freddy versus Jason back in the day though. That was funny.
Hell yeah. Believe it or not, around the time when it first came out, a lot of people didn't even like it. They thought it was too, I
Yeah,
guess,
yeah, yeah.
campy, I guess. But it was gory like a motherfucker.
I think I think internet culture just changed some stuff. Like I can't believe this, but apparently like back in the day, people didn't like Scarface. They thought it was bad. Now it's like a cult classic. Everyone looks
Who
back at
thought
it and
that?
look it up. Look, you go to Wikipedia, look it up. It had horrible reviews when it came out. People thought it was bad, but people just opened up years later. So
That's crazy. I never heard nothing like that. I'm
yeah,
about to look that up right now. Hold on.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
what
yeah. It wasn't received well when it came out. It's just one of those things, I think. So
the fuck? That's the first time I'm even hearing something like that. I
to me, it
definitely
was a
gotta look
classic. The
that
first,
up.
yeah, it was a classic the first time I saw it. So let me see if I can find it for you. Blah 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 blah. Okay, here it is. All right, I'll read the paragraph to you. Scarface premiered in New York City on December 1st, 1983, and was released on December 9th, 1983, by Universal Pictures. The film grossed 45 million at the domestic box office and 66 million worldwide. Initial critical reception was negative due to its excessive violence, profanity, and graphic drug usage. Some
Mm.
Cuban expertise in Miami objected to the film's portrayal of Cubans as criminals and drug traffickers. And the years that followed, though, critics have since reappraised it and is now considered one of the greatest gangster films ever made. Yep.
Yeah, like what are they talking about? Just because Scarface was doing what he was doing, doesn't mean everybody that's
Right, right.
Cuban does the same thing. I hate when they go with that narrative.
Yeah. I think the internet just changed the game for a lot of stuff. It changed the game for movies, TV shows, video games, because it's like, I don't know, it's like the internet, it kind of exposed people to stuff and then it just blows up or something like that. I don't know. Maybe just for whatever reason in the 80s mafia movies or gangster movies they just weren't it, but then in later years people are like, oh wow, this is cool. So I mean there might be some truth to it because like the late 80s, early 90s you had like what, The Godfather, Casino,
Right.
Goodfellas, then you had The Sopranos in the late 90s. So there was like a resurgence of mafia stuff like in the early to late 90s. So maybe that's what it was. I mean, I consider Scarface to be a mafia movie. It's not like mafia, but it is mafia-ish. But,
Yeah.
you know, so, it
And
is what it is.
wow, like here's the thing. I understand with them trying to basically control the streets and bring violence down. They'll have everybody out there going crazy and shooting and what may have you. But to the point, you know what I'm saying, when you want to label anything as a potential threat,
Yeah.
that's what they fuck up with.
And since we're talking about mafia stuff, I saw this trending the other day, and I was happy to see it trending. I usually stay off Twitter because Twitter is just like really toxic. But
Yeah, hell yeah.
every now and then, I'll see something positive. I saw New Jack City trending. Great movie, and I don't know where it started or who started it, but people are they're just talking about New Jack City and basically like how back in the day, I don't believe it was nominated for anything because it was just
No, I don't think
it
it was either.
yeah, it was dismissed as a black movie, but like it's not a black movie. That's a mafia movie too. It's
Yeah,
just
hell
that's
yeah.
just Yeah,
They
that's
had
just
beef with the Italian mob.
yeah.
Nino and his crew. The
I was
what's
a
it,
t-
the
that
CMB?
Yeah, you're right. Exactly. To me, that movie is just as good as Scarface, Goodfellas, Casinos, or any other mafia movie out there. You know, as far as I'm concerned, we Cubans, Italians, Sicilians, African Americans, it's all mafia, just different culture. You know, it's the
Yep,
same.
yep.
It's the same thing. You know, so yeah,
Because they all follow a code. They all come together and get money.
yeah.
But I'm not gonna lie. In a way, there is a difference because when it comes like Nino, his gang, or certain black gangs within that community, they sold crack and stuff like that, right? To the people within that community, and the Italians was against that. If anything, they was the ones that was giving the black gangs or whatever the crack and the coke and stuff like that to give to pump out there. They was against doing that. They would pump like beers, cigarettes, booze. That was more of their thing, and gambling. But when it
Yeah.
came to hard drugs and shit like that, they wouldn't sell that to their own people.
I hear that.
Yeah, they was against that shit hard body. But that's neither here nor there. When it comes to movies, we could build on that shit all the damn time. And I ain't gonna lie, I am gonna reserve a few episodes so we could talk about some movies, some classics, and maybe some up to date shit. But what I wanted to build on was, Roman Reigns. It's crazy, and I'm not even surprised that this dude Roman Reigns want to take that time off. 10 weeks, he deserves that shit. If anything, he deserves to be on vacation for the rest of the year. Have him come back in January when the Royal Rumble. And this is the thing that I always been stressing. He can't even do that because, let alone him taking 2 weeks off, because who's gonna take his place other than like a Cody Rhodes, maybe a Seth Rollins? You know what I'm saying? Like they don't have no stars, and who's other stars that Arcade Bro? They're a tag team. They may have to break up sooner than later to build more depth when it comes to the single wrestlers or the superstars. That's why they sell. This shit is crazy. They put everything on this dude back, and he held it down. Contrary to demand, I know you not really fond of him as of late, and I understand that, but he still held both brands on his back, and now he about to fall back. And during that time, when he had those two brands on his back, he wasn't building nobody else like that. Thank God they acquired Cody Rhodes. They're doomed. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe this, goes to ends up being having a match between Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre at SummerSlam. That right there, I'm here for like the for like the vacated title, what may have you. If the end game comes down to that, Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre, that's actually pretty awesome. But
Uh,
what's your thoughts on the
for
whole thing?
For me, I always use this as an example, and I will continue using it. And what's up, Nate?
Hey, what's up?
You
Chilling, chilling. All I was gonna say was I'll always use this as an example. It's the best example. I take it back to the later half. a 1999 Stone Cold top guy. He was out. So going into 2000, Vince had to rely on Rock and Triple H. Rock and Triple H, they carried WWF in 2000, and I think 2000 is one of the best years the WWF ever had. Probably, arguably the best. And in Austin's absence, they pushed Rock, they pushed Triple H, but they also pushed Angle, they pushed Rikishi, they pushed Kane, they pushed Eddie, they pushed Benoit, they pushed Edge and Christian, the Hardys, the Dudleys, Cactus Jack. They pushed different people. And then when Austin came back in the later half of 2000, it wasn't like Vince just stopped pushing all those guys. Like he started pushing them all at the same time. And that was why the Attitude Era is the greatest era of all time. I think that's the thing that younger fans don't get. People, because I love a lot of Attitude Era fans like to say that a lot of younger fans say Attitude Era was like overrated. What made it so good was like you never had so many main eventers in one era like all at once. Like most eras, you just have like one, maybe two top guys at best. But Attitude Era, you had like 7, 8 top guys. So like Vince understood back then that you can't just put all your eggs on one person. But then when WWF died and they became WWE, and when WCW died and ECW died, that was when Vince started this whole one person above everybody else, you know, whether it was Cena or Orton or whoever. And right now it's just Roman. It's just this Roman and nobody else. Like that interview that Punk did when he quit with Cabana back then, when Punk quit, he was like, at that time, Vince was like, what's next for Cena? You know, because during that period, you know, it was Cena always going over. Well, now it's like, what's next for Roman? And it's like, it doesn't work. You know, if his cancer comes back, they're fucked. If he tears his ACL, his MCL, they're fucked. I mean, he already got COVID earlier, and you saw how that fucked up their plans. So it is what it is. That's what Vince is going to do. He can't change his mind. So, yep. What were your thoughts, Nate?
Oh yeah,
That was good
I've said it for years. In WWE, they always put all their eggs in one basket. They don't have a plan B or C just in case somebody gets hurt or something. You know, they've done it with Cena. Now they're doing it with Roman. You gotta always have a backup plan. You know, and WWE doesn't do that. I mean, at least AEW, it seems like they have backup plans because they have like guys that can be in the main event. You know, Bryan Danielson, a Moxley. You know, Omega comes back and stuff like that. So they always have a backup, even a Punk, even an MJF, you know, if somebody gets hurt. See, that's what WWE doesn't do. And I think that's what hurts them in the long run, not planning for the future, planning for an injury. So, yeah.
I think WWE's last creative great year was 2016. I know it wasn't perfect, but 2016 was the last great year they had. They got rid of the brand split. It was just one world title. I know WrestleMania 32 wasn't good, but if you look at the stars they had, you had Roman when he was the face and it wasn't working. You had him. AJ Styles just showed up. He was hot. You had Rollins and Ambrose. Rollins had come back from his injury because remember he was the champion. He had to forfeit it. Remember when the Shield, all three of them won the title in one night at Money in the Bank? Or was it like Ambrose won Money in the Bank? Seth beat Roman, and then Ambrose cashed in. So you had Roman, you had AJ Styles, you had Seth, you had Ambrose. Then when they brought back the brand split, Owens won the Universal title, and he was doing the best friend stuff with Jericho. And then on SmackDown, you had the Wyatt family stuff with Orton, Harper, God rest his soul, and Orton. And then you also had Lesnar, who could be inputted at any time. So in 2016, you had like Roman, Ambrose, Rollins, AJ, Owens, Jericho, Bray Wyatt, Orton, Lesnar. That's a pretty healthy amount of top guys.
Oh yeah.
You know, to me, 20, and then Goldberg came at the very end. You could add him in there. And then you also had Balor. I'm forgetting Balor because he won the Universal title. That was like the healthiest year they had. And then after that, like after 2016, from 2017 and onwards, has been like a slow decline ever since. So, but yeah, that's my hot take. I think 2016 was WWE's last creative year as far as like how many main eventers they had and top stars they had. I like Survivor Series, Team Raw versus Team SmackDown. Let's see if I can remember everybody. I think it was Owens, Jericho, Roman, Rollins, and Strowman. They were on Team Raw. And I think SmackDown was AJ, Ambrose, Orton, Wyatt, and Shane. Yep, that was the match. Yeah, with Ellsworth. Jericho was like, somebody pick up their lost child or something like that.
That was good.
That was
What
a
is
good,
that?
that was a good year.
Yeah. The only thing I think about is Balor is when Balor came into the ring and it was like Cena and McIntyre. I think Corbin were in the ring and Vince was there and he was like, "There's a lot of beef in the ring. A lot of beef."
So what y'all thoughts on Sonny?
Oh my God. Good. Let her think about it in jail. Scumbag.
Like I feel no remorse for her either. I really don't. I'm glad they revoked her bail. Like, nah, she needs to sit her ass down and really think about the shit that she done.
Yeah, just crazy.
What about you, Toe?
It's sad that it came to this, but it is what it is.
It's funny, everybody's coming out of the woodwork saying she should be kicked out of the Hall of Fame. There's no building. Who cares? It's Fantasy Island. Fucking the plane. It's like, come on.
I'm telling you, I'm about to start a petition. The WWE Hall of Fame should be at Disney World.
Yeah, they want to do something in Florida. That's what they were
That's
talking
what I'm
about.
saying. Because if say what you want about Disney, if Disney absorbed WWE, they would make a building like within a month. Like,
yeah.
So
the mouse is going to go.
Well, hold on. We said again, Toe.
I said if Disney purchased, if they purchased WWE, they would have a building for the Hall of Fame or like a park or something like within a month because Disney's on that shit, you know. So,
well, they do got some stake in it, though, right?
Yeah, they do.
So fuck that.
I mean, look at what Disney's done with the Star Wars franchise. I don't even think Lucas was ever done this. What they've done with Star Wars, you know.
Word, how old is that?
Series and stuff.
One motherfucker's like 102 years old.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, at least they're doing something with it.
But yeah, Sunny had she has no remorse at all. So yeah, fuck her. It's crazy.
What was her 0.38 or 0.28 alcohol level? Jesus Christ. Oh,
yeah,
it's unfortunate too, because I was a Sunny fan when I was a kid. Because they had Sunny, they had Marlena and Sable, and I was a Sunny kid. I liked Sunny.
Yeah.
Yeah, yo, like remember when she first came through? What was the name of that TV show? Live Wire or something like that?
Live Wire. Yeah.
Live Wire.
Yeah, Vic Venom. Russo.
One of my favorite skits ever. It's funnier now. It's not, you can find it on YouTube. I don't see why. You can probably find it right now. I don't see why you get copyright. It's I've sent to Nate. It's Ahmed Johnson, and he's on Livewire, and he's talking to Farouk. And they're talking shit for real. Like, you know, and Ahmed is fucking quoting Tupac. He's like, I ain't mad at you. And Sunny looks hella uncomfortable, but she's still trying to look cute in the background. so that's even funnier now when I found out they had heat for real. So that's one of my funnier moments or memories.
Did you ever hear of that prank? Did you ever hear that prank that Owen Hart pulled on Ahmed Johnson? He told me he was going to be on a Tonight Show. He called from the Tonight Show. So Ahmed got a $5,000 suit, all this jewelry. He goes down and they go, "Who the fuck are you? You're not booked on this show."
My favorite Ahmed story was when D'Lo buried him, where I think it was King of the Ring. What was this? 97? I think it was Ahmed versus Taker for the title, King of the Ring. And D'Lo told the story where the night of the King of the Ring, Ahmed is in. I'm laughing just thinking about it. Ahmed was in the back, and he was sweating, and he was nervous, and he was like, Michael being Michael Hayes. He's like, Michael, I ain't ready for this, man. I ain't ready. And Michael Hayes is thinking Ahmed having a panic attack. And then Michael Hayes is like, Ahmed, what's wrong, baby? What's wrong? And he's like, Taker, man. I ain't ready. I ain't ready. And then Michael's like, oh, don't worry, Ahmed. Don't worry. Taker will take care of you. He'll take care of you. And Ahmed was like, no, man. No, I'm not ready to be the champion.
I heard
Because
heard about
he
that shit.
thought he was going
Oh
over.
shit!
He thought he was going over.
Wow.
I heard about that. Was that around the time when he's in Nation of Domination?
I think that was like right before he joined, I think. So he was over. I mean, he was over, but he kept getting hurt.
Hell yeah.
He
Yeah.
kept getting hurt.
Ahmed Johnson was very over because his moves and his intensity.
I remember when Warrior ghosted him again, and they had Sid. It was Michaels, Ahmed, and Sid. And Michaels was WWF champ, and Ahmed was Intercontinental champ. Pearl River Plunge. He was over. 95, 96, he was over, but he kept getting hurt. And then when he came back, Austin and Rock had kind of surpassed him. Well, not kind of, they did.
Yeah.
So
Sure.
Oh, Britt Baker was at the Penguins game tonight.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Let them get out there and get in the public.
They showed her on camera when they scored the second goal, but they didn't say who she was. Yeah, they didn't say who she was.
They need that exposure because I seen that they went down like 150,000 views. Excuse me. Watches or what? The shit on TV.
Yeah.
This is what I was saying from before, right? People's getting bored of that shit about just watching the match only, but these motherfuckers don't build a story. Everybody in that corporation should have a story right now. Who's the only ones that have stories? CM Punk and Adam Page. Who else?
MJF, Wardlow.
MJF and Wardlow.
Yeah. Who else?
MJF, Wardlow.
No, I said yeah. I already said MJF and Wardlow.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's not much.
Yeah. You only need like 4 or 5 stories, especially building a pay-per-view. You only need like 5 or 6.
There's other story. Really, it's not about stories. It's whether about
and
the story's good.
And that's like the problem.
Like Danhausen and Hook is a story, but it's very polarizing.
But nobody cares about these two dudes. No more.
I don't know, man. They're over, dude. They're over.
They're over. Come on, they actually had a picture of them shaking hands comparable to Macho Man and Hogan. I started laughing like, what?
But you know what's funny? What's funny was when I was a kid.
Hold on, Joe. I'll say this. When it comes to ticket sales, AEW got that. But they got to figure out a way how to make us at home watch them to always keep over that $1 million view hump.
Oh, they'll be back over 1 million. You got to remember, they're competing against the NHL playoffs and NBA right now, so they're gonna take a hit.
Well, you know that's a cop out though.
No, I know, but they're gonna take a hit. There's no.
They can switch back and forth. If anything, it gives them more of an opportunity to switch back and forth.
You also have to remember too is May, and this may be a bigger deal for the younger demographic, not so much actually, I don't even know if it's a count or not, but there's a lot of graduations, proms, stuff like that. There's stuff going on in May, I don't know. I don't think that affects the older demographic, but it definitely affects the younger demographic. But we'll see.
TNT's happy. They're happy. They're already pushing for them. They're promoting AEW wrestling their next meeting thing or whatever they're doing.
Yeah, because that's a consistent thing.
Yeah. The funny thing about Hook and Denhausen, I remember when I was a kid. I remember when Rock and Mankind were a team, and I remember some of my friends were like, "Why though?" Because they thought that Rock was above Mankind, but it was over, and people liked it. So, oddball tag teams have always been a thing in pro wrestling. I don't know why people look.
Right.
And you think about it, This Is Your Life with The Rock, the highest rated segment ever, was like a 9.2 million.
Right, and it was stupid. Right, it was stupid. Like it wasn't even wrestling. Segment.
Yeah, right. And get the highest rated view ever.
That's how hot wrestling was in 99. Because I've said this for years, and I'll stick to it. 99 was not good. It was bad. It was bad for WWF, and it was bad for WCW. It was a bunch of 2-minute matches. There was always interferences, always DQs. stupid segments, but it didn't matter because wrestling was so hot, it was so popular. The fan base at that time didn't care. The fucking highlight of '99 was fucking Boss Man killing Al Snow's dog and tricking him into eating it. That was the highlight of '99. Fucking Boss Man. Boss Man carried that year. Boss Man and Big Show. They had the funeral and Big
Oh
Show.
my God.
Yeah, Boss Man dug up Big
great.
Show's dad's casket and Big Show jumped on it. Like '99 was not good. It was just as bad as WCW, but it didn't matter. It didn't matter because wrestling was so hot, those fans didn't care. So
well, there you go. You broke it down with the Steiner math real quick.
Steiner math.
Shit. I'm not even gonna hold you. I just want to touch on a few topics real quick because I ain't go live the previous week, so I figured I'll just go live just real quick tonight. I'm about to call it tonight. I'm not gonna lie, because I gotta wake up early tomorrow. But y'all got anything to say before I shut down shop?
Oh no, I came up with a topic for a what if for next Wednesday. What if WrestleMania 1 flopped and WWF went out of business? I think that's a good pick.
That's definitely a good one. We could definitely pick out all types of information when it comes to that title.
Yeah. Yep. Be pretty good.
Word. I'm all for it, man. I'm all for it. And whoever watches this, make sure. Oh, damn. You don't know YouTube. Well, all you gotta do is Google Inside Wrestling.
Yeah.
How do you pronounce your last name, as a matter of fact?
Manzo.
There you go.
Yeah. Hey, since it's Friday the 13th, and I'm watching Friday the 13th Part 3 right now, you got to play their theme song. That's the best theme song ever for a horror movie. Fucking Jason at the Disco. Fucking love it.
Yeah, that's the thing. I can't really risk like the music.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
It's great. That's a great theme song.
Yeah, man. Like, I remember I marked the fuck out when they announced that Jason was gonna be in Mortal Kombat. I'm like, yo, that's perfect to have Jason in the Mortal Kombat video game.
Yeah. I hope if they come out with another Friday 13th movie, they use my idea, because I came out with an idea about 15 years ago. What they should do is have all the survivors from the films meet up at Camp Crystal Lake, and Jason returns to kill them one by one, and then you see who the last survivor is. I think that'd be an awesome Friday the 13th movie. If you're a fan of the Friday the 13th movie, you got Tommy Jarvis, you got the fucking telekinetic woman from Part 7, and you got Amy Steele from Part 2. So it'd be pretty interesting if they did that.
I'm not much of a horror guy, but I marked out for the Freddy versus Jason ending because of how ambiguous it was.
I fucking laughed my ass off when they're in the cabin, it's on fire, and fucking Jason picks them up and just runs them along the cabin. Then he throws his fucking ass on the roof. I fucking laugh at that part every time. He just tosses them. And then like Freddy's playing pinball with him in the dream world. That was funny too. Playing pinball. So. Oh.
Well, yeah, there you go. About to call in the night. I got a hell of a damn shift this whole weekend. I done sold my soul to my job, and that's how it is to pay the bills. I just wanted to pull up. I just wanted to pull up real quick and say what's up to y'all. Y'all give your input on when it comes to Friday the 13th and the old-fashioned wrestling.
You too.
You have a favorite Friday the 13th film or no?
No, actually, no.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Check out when I uploaded. I actually showed like all the fatalities, or most of the fatalities from Friday the 13th.
Oh, nice.
So you know what I'm saying, to show motherfuckers that dude Voorhees is about that life, son. He's not like Freddy Krueger. He waits till you sleep, and then when they kill you, nah. That dude Jason just walks up to you and either bloody you bulging or just punch your head off.
Yeah, like Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan. That
Right.
boxer ran into the dumpster. Yeah, I was watching that earlier today.
You know what I'm saying? But on that note, shouts go out to Toe. Shouts go out to my dude right here, Nate. And we'll holler at y'all this very next time.
All right, guys,
Eddie's your bums.
have a good weekend, guys. See ya.